Bitcoin is crashing right now. Everyone's freaking out. I'll give you my take. I'm going to stick my neck out there, guys. I'm going to say that I don't think this crash is going as far as some think. All right, I could be wrong. Let's dive in. So what we're seeing right now is Bitcoin giving up, the resistance here, hitting resistance and slamming back down here on the descending resistance in a massive bull flag pattern, which overall this is pretty bullish. Here's the big concerning thing, guys. If you look at this on the logarithmic time frame and you look at the ascending support line that has had the perfect buys every time, you guys know I've said this, we put $10,000 into the market right here. If we come down and we break the ascending support line, that's not good. But here's the thing. That's down here at $57,000, I would say $58,000. Where do I think we're going to go though? Well, I think if we come over here and we look at the liquidation heat map, we have already taken out this massive liquidity here as well as the liquidity here. You guys tell me, where does liquidity sit? It just sits down here. So I have no doubts that today and potentially over the weekend, we could move down and we could tick down to about 59,700. And once we come down here and we take all of this out, it gets very sparse. Look at the 1 month time frame with me here. If you take out this liquidity right here, guess what? There's no liquidity here. Again, guys, you have to understand this. The big institutions literally have to sell their own Bitcoin to push the price down to grab more down here. Or you have to have a massive news event to emotionally stimulate retail traders to push the market down. There's only two ways this can possibly happen. So although there may be a lot of bearish sentiment coming out today, I actually think this is not going to last too much further. Come down here, take out all the stop losses and margin calls below these wick value lows here, and I actually do think there's a higher chance we move back up. This isn't personal opinion. This is just looking at where liquidity sits. All right, let's take a look at more data here. If you look at the Bitcoin ETFs, something very interesting is happening here, is that we have officially come back down and we have filled the gap on all of them, the second gap. Is there a possibility we fill the one below? Yes. And so this is what you guys need to be watching for. I do think there's a high probability today and tomorrow as Bitcoin moves down, takes out liquidity, that you see iShares, you see BlackRock, the Grayscale, as well as the Fidelity ETFs come back down and simply fill their gaps. 33.82. On Grayscale, we're looking at about 52.99, and we can see over here on Fidelity about 52.10. Do you guys realize that every single one of these patterns here are either forming a descending channel or they're forming a descending wedge pattern? Which technical analysis says 85%, potentially higher at moments. This actually is very bullish and we head to the upside. Okay, guys, I'm actually pretty bullish this morning. I just came out with a future forecast this morning where I'm going to get bearish now. Sorry. We are at a pretty high risk that the Ethereum ETF is going to get denied. And I want you guys to watch this video if you guys are members. If you are not, there's a link in the description. Start your membership at $65 a month. Watch this weekend. A high probability that the altcoins potentially could crash because of the SEC deeming Ethereum potentially as not a commodity. And because it's the parent of altcoins, you guys need to understand the hedge position that I think you guys should start possibly doing right now. May 23rd is the deadline. Watch this, guys. Also, in our membership, we just won 2 more trades this morning, giving us a total of 188 wins and 0 losses. So we won another 5% on SHIB, we won another 5% on Avalanche, and we have other trade setups you guys can take. And also in the future forecast, I taught you guys how to use our break-even calculator that shows you exactly how to calculate break-even entries and take profits after you hit a buy limit. Guys, this is going to be such a good tool to watch over the weekend. All right, guys, God bless. My theory, I could be wrong, is that I think we have further to move down, but I don't think we're going to see a huge bloodbath here. I think we're going to go down to about 60,000, maybe tick below 60,000, and I do think we're going to wipe out liquidity and see them move back up over the weekend. Consider maybe getting some buy limits here, because that would actually perfectly validate the reverse head and shoulder pattern. Get a membership, guys. Get the indicators. Enjoy the trade calls. Watch the future forecast, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye, guys.